Hi, my name's Andrew Weir, and I'm the Balvenie ambassador for the Western United States, but then you probably knew that from my accent. It's my pleasure and privilege to travel around the States and tell the story of this fifth generation, family-owned Scottish distillery. We are one of the few distilleries that still makes whisky the way we made it 100 years ago. We're very proud of that fact. We do so on our 1,000-acre Balvenie Mains farm, purchased by William Grant in 1892. It sits in the shadow of the ancient Balvenie Castle. So at Balvenie, we still malt our own barley. Now, of 100 or so distilleries in Scotland, there are only a handful that still do this. Most do so for geographic reasons. We do it because we believe in keeping alive the traditional art of making good Scottish whisky. So what is malting barley? Well, we take the barley, we soak it, we trick it into thinking it's spring so that it starts to grow, and that allows us, it breaks down those tough cell walls, giving us access to the starch that's in there, which we later turn into sugar, which later turns into alcohol. So we lay the barley out on the floor for a period of about 6 days, and periodically the maltman will turn it by hand with one of these. This is a shield. Very labour-intensive work. Our maltmen call the maltings the gym. A very, very important factor in the taste and smell of a whisky is the size and shape of the copper pot stills. And we are the only distillery that employs an in-house coppersmith to ensure those stills are in optimum condition and that they're working correctly to give us the perfect spirit. Dennis McBain has been with us for 51 years and is our in-house coppersmith. So once that new make spirit has run from the stills, the next thing to do is age it. And maturation is so important to whisky. 60 to 70% of the flavour comes from the wood that it was aged in. So we have an in-house cooperage. 8 men who build and repair about 28 barrels a day. This is a craft. It takes 4 years to learn to become a cooper. We have some of the tools here. The hammer and driver, the cocker, the adze, a craft that's been passed down from generation to generation. And lastly, we have a man called David Stewart. They say that much of the science in whisky happens before the spirit goes into the barrel. And that's true. There's no real exact science to maturation. We lay them in the warehouses, we let them sleep for many, many years. And in a man like David, it's his job to select each cask, to monitor the maturation, to marry them together, to select single casks. David is a legend in the industry, and we've been graced with his presence at the company for 47 years. Slàinte mhath.